The dust choked the air like a devil's breath as bullets whizzed past my ear, splintering the rock I'd ducked behind. My horse, old Buck, reared up wild, his hooves kicking up more of that Colorado grit, while I gripped the reins with one hand and fired my Colt with the other. "Come on, you yellow-bellied bastards," I snarled, heart slamming like a war drum in my chest. The ambush had hit fast on the trail back from Silver Creek 3 outlaws, faces masked in bandanas, probably after my cattle payout. One grazed my shoulder, hot as a branding iron, but I dropped the closest with a shot to the chest. The others scattered into the sagebrush, cursing as they fled. I spurred Buck onward, blood trickling down my arm. The late summer sun beating down, merciless like Judgment Day, by the time I reached my ranch at Willow Bend. The adrenaline had ebbed, leaving me bone-weary and hollow. 6 years widowed, and the land was all I had, left acres of rugged prairie that Clara and I had dreamed of turning into something lasting. She'd been my anchor, with her laugh like a mountain stream and eyes that could melt the frost off a winter dawn. But that train wreck in '83 had stolen her, or so they said. Buried what was left under a simple cross, identified by the silver locket she'd worn. I'd shut down after that, becoming the rugged rancher folks whispered about. Jack Harlan, the man who talked more to his horse than people. I was unsaddling Buck in the corral when I saw them, 2 little girls at the edge of my fence line, no more than 5, barefoot and dust-caked in faded calico dresses that hung loose like hand. They clutched a worn leather pouch between them, staring at me with wide eyes that hit like a gut punch. Twins, mirror images with curly auburn hair tangled by the wind. The bolder one stepped forward, chin quivering. "Are you our pa? Mama said you'd be the one who rides the wind and smells like campfire embers." The words froze me solid. Clara used to tease me just like that, burying her face in my shirt after a long drive, inhaling deep and murmuring how it made her feel safe. My mouth went dry as the prairie. Who sent you, darling?" "Lily," she said, pointing to herself, then her sister. "And that's Rose. Mama's real sick. She told us to find you if things got bad, the man from her stories, where the stars touch the earth." I knelt slow, ignoring the burn in my shoulder, and spotted the silver pendant around Lily's neck. My fingers trembled as I asked to see it. She nodded, and I opened it gentle, inside. A dried columbine flower Clara's favorite hand, her name etched in swirling script. The world tilted. This couldn't be. I'd grieved her, built walls around my heart to keep the ache at bay. But here were pieces of her, alive and breathing, calling me Pa. "Come inside," I muttered, voice rough as gravel. I led them to the cabin, pouring water into tin cups and fetching hardtack from the pantry. They nibbled quiet, eyes darting around like scared fawns. Old Tom, my grizzled ranch hand who'd ridden with me since the war, poked his head in from the barn. "Boss, you got company." He eyed the girls, bushy brows knitting. "Look like strays. Want me to fetch the sheriff?" "Not yet," I said, waving him off. Tom shrugged, muttering about frontier surprises, but he lingered outside, ever the loyal shadow. As the girls sipped, I pulled a faded tintype from the drawer Clara on our wedding day, smiling that way that lit up my soul. Their freckles, those curls, ... It was her, reborn in miniature. We moved to the porch as the sun dipped, herbal tea steaming in mugs. That's when they did it, fingers to heart, then temple, pointing outward. Our secret sign Clara and I'd made it up on lazy evenings, a silent vow of love when words felt too fragile. Mama taught us, Rose whispered, giggling soft, for the man who'd know it means forever. Tears stung my eyes, unbidden. What's her name? I choked out. Clara, they chorused, and my world cracked open. 5 years old come winter, they said. The math hit hard conceived in passion before the wreck. Perhaps survivors I'd never known. I hugged them then, fierce and protective, vowing to shield them from this unforgiving land. But inside, a storm raged, grief I'd buried deep, now clawing back with hope's sharp edge. Was Clara alive? Out there, broken but breathing. As night fell, with the girls tucked under quilts, I stepped outside, staring at the stars. Tom joined me, pipe glowing. Those young... They yours, Jack. Maybe, I whispered, heart aching with the ghost of love lost. And if she sent M, I gotta find out why. The frontier whispered, dangers ahead. Whispers of madness, but for the first time in years, my pulse quickened, not just with survival, but with the wild, reckless pull of love reborn. What secrets waited in Idaho's shadows? I didn't know, but damn if I wouldn't ride into hell to uncover them.